Hello, boys and girls. We're going to be starting a new social studies unit, and in that unit, we're going to be looking at the native peoples of New England, the Pilgrims and the Puritans. We're going to look at how they saw each other, how they related with each other, and the impact they had on one another. Before we do that, though, we need to go back a little and look at European exploration of what was at the time called the New World. European exploration exploded in the 14 and 1500s. Another word for those is the 15th and 16th century. The Europeans were coming over here to what they called the New World, but it's important to remember that it wasn't the New World for everyone. The Europeans were very familiar with Europe, Asia, and Africa. They did a lot of trade with those areas, sailing around, picking up goods, and also traveling by land to distribute goods among each other. But they knew nothing of North and South America. As I mentioned earlier, they referred to that as the New World. It wasn't the New World for everyone, however. Millions of people lived in North America. As you can see from this map shows all of the Native American peoples that inhabited or lived in North America before Europeans came here. So why did the Europeans come here? Well, the Europeans began to explore in the 15th and 16th century for many reasons: curiosity, wealth, fame, national pride, religion, foreign goods, and easier and cheaper trade routes. Let's look at those. They traveled for curiosity. They explored for curiosity. They wanted to know what was really out there. This was a time called the Renaissance. It was a time of great wealth and education and curiosity in Europe. People started to want to know more about the world around them. They also began to explore for economic reasons. Wealth. People were seeing new wealth from trade. European countries hoped to increase their profits through exploration. For political reasons, fame and glory. With fame came wealth. It does today too. Fame and wealth motivated explorers and the monarchs, kings and queens, who funded them to explore the world. Political reasons, national pride and glory. In the early 15th century, countries in Europe, Spain, France, Portugal, and the Netherlands, hoped to extend their influence through exploration. They knew that new lands meant new wealth, and that meant new power. Land equals wealth equals power. They did it for religious reasons. Some Europeans wanted places to practice their faiths freely, and some wanted to convert native peoples, non-Christians, to Christianity. They wanted foreign goods. Europeans liked things they were able to get from India and China and the East Indies: spices, silks, jewels, and more. They wanted an easier way to get those goods. They needed better trade routes. Because Europeans desired things from India and China, they wanted to find better trade routes. Traveling by land was slow and dangerous. Faster, safer travel, or trade, would bring greater wealth. We can take all of those reasons and we can bring them down to what social scientists call the three G's. Gold, the search for wealth; glory, the search for fame; and God, the desire to convert people to your religion. We're going to look at one explorer, and we're going to look at his writings on what he observed when he reached the New World. His name is Giovanni de Verrazzano. You're going to open a slideshow, and you're going to read the slideshow. There are audio files too, so you can listen to them. And then you're going to open a Google Doc, and you're going to answer some questions. I hope you enjoy this. I found it fascinating. I hope you do too.